This is an emergency broadcast. We have detected an imminent asteroid collision with the moon's surface. We are currently assessing the extent of the damage and the number of casualties. At this moment, our teams are working tirelessly to restore communication with lunar outposts. For those still on the moon, be aware that we are mobilizing all available resources to assist you. Conserve your energy and ration your supplies until further notice. Additional information will be provided as the situation unfolds. Stay tuned for updates. Over and out.
I repeat, Crust has declared a state of emergency of the first degree. Commercial shipments and cargo landings are prohibited. All complexes, resources, and facilities on the moon are now under Crust control. All remaining facilities should switch to emergency frequency and report their status. Conserve energy and resources, and await further instructions.
What's happening? Director, can you hear me? We're receiving reports that a meteorite collided with the moon and the state of emergency has been declared. Director, confirm you're on the line right now. You could have done it more quickly and spared me the worry. Director, there's still no signal from the personnel of the base. I'll try again, but my hope is dwindling. Robert, come in. Robert, do you copy? Robert, damn it, come in. There appear to be no survivors. I'm glad you were on the orbital station when the collision happened. I suggest you stay there as long as possible. We should try to hold out until logistics with Earth are restored. Start with electricity. We still have resources and functional drones. That should be enough for a few solar panels and batteries.
Judging by the seismic activity, the meteorite impact occurred on the far side of the moon. We're lucky it happened so far away from our mission, but the strength of the blast wave raises a lot of questions.
Is that all the head of the research department can say? Somewhere far away there was an explosion and we don't know the cause?
Because scientists are working with proven facts, not speculating on fragmentary evidence. Much more data would be needed to reach the conclusions.
We have electricity, but our resource reserves are almost depleted. We need to restore production as soon as possible. Let's start with repairing the elevator to gain access to the underground level. Then build a charging station for the drones. Make sure that elevator and charging station are connected to the power network. The explosion destroyed everything on the surface, but there may still be mining modules underground. We need to go down and see what we have left.
Objective achieved.
Director, we need to reconnect the power supply to the underground level. Connect the elevator and electrical pole with wires so we can see the scale of the damages. That's better. I see that we have a module to produce smart concrete, but we have an urgent need to resume production of steel and silicone. Director, I have an idea. First, convert 5 drones into miners, and we'll proceed.
The drone reconfiguration module allows up to 5 drones to be converted into mining drones and vice versa.
We have smelting furnaces, but to start producing any resource, the relevant oxides are always needed. We will now mine them with the mining drones. Director, we have access to iron and silicone veins. Assign drones to mine the resources from the veins to supply the processing modules with raw materials.
Enter excavation mode and
Objective achieved.
You can now watch mining drones extract the oxides, and working drones deliver them to the smelting furnace.
Objective achieved.
Director, you can never have... The pressing module requires only regolith, which is a type of lunar dirt plentiful here. Assign mining drones to the evacuation so that we have the resources we need. Free drones will deliver the regolith to production themselves.
You can adjust the game speed by selecting the desired speed using the interface or the hotkeys 1, 2, 3. This feature can help speed up the building process. Alternatively, you can pause the game to plan your future base at a relaxed pace.
Director, we're getting word of supply shortages from almost everywhere on Earth. The explosion cut off most of the supply channels from the moon. Millions of people are in need of resources, and we can satisfy that demand. Supplies used to run through the contract system, but it came to a complete halt after the explosion. We might be able to fix that.
Objective achieved.
Well, that's a start. There should be enough smart concrete for the first time.
Well, let's not waste any time. Professor, you prepared a research plan before starting the expedition, didn't you?
Absolutely. First, we need to increase production. We have smelting furnaces, but we need extractors and refineries to extract the oxides. Director, Crust has handed us the research plan, and we're ready to begin. Research underground mining and place 2 extractors on the iron and silicon veins.
Research complete.
Don't forget that extractors need electricity. Hold down shift to build a chain of utility poles.
Objective achieved.
I see in the data that the extractors have started mining. Now, finish the research and build 2 regolith refineries for producing iron and silicon, respectively. Director, place the regolith refineries similarly to optimize future production.
Research complete.
A single regolith refinery extracts the necessary oxides from the regolith by thermal treatment. The process leaves slag that can also be used in production.
Objective achieved.
The single regolith refinery is a mono-refinery that can only produce one type of oxide at a time. Be sure to select the recipes for iron and silicon oxide to start production.
Objective achieved.
Director, a conveyor belt will speed up production and eliminate the need for drones in resource delivery. I advise you to keep an eye on this technology.
You heard him, Director. Now we have a steel production chain, but we can increase its efficiency by connecting the modules with conveyor belts. It will reduce the load for drones and speed up production. Exactly what we need right now.
Use the conveyor tool and connect the extractor to the refinery and smelting furnace. This way, the resource-rich regolith will go into the refinery without needing to engage drones. Optimization at its best.
Objective achieved.
Director, our energy reserves are almost at zero. The moon has a long day-night cycle. Make sure we have enough solar panels to charge the batteries during the solar phase. In the event of an urgent power shortage, modules with low priority are the first to be disconnected from the network. You can manually disable modules that are not needed at the moment to optimize consumption.
Crust's tasks require significant resource investment, which means we need to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components. We need titanium to manufacture parts. Find titanium deposits among the regolith using an ore detector to seriously expand our manufacturing capabilities. Let's start producing components.
Research complete. Research complete.
Director, our operation requires a colossal amount of funds. The budget is stretched to its limits, and there are no new investments in sight. We need to come up with something urgently.
I have a solution to our problems, Director. We can establish trade with other organizations on the moon. This way, surplus resources are converted into money, which we currently lack. To send resources, we need a landing platform. And to access the market, we need to research the online market.
This is why you get paid the big bucks, Ledger. Great idea. Director, let's get started immediately. Research and construction will take some time.
Don't forget to connect it to the network. The ore detector uses battery power to run the scans. The further the scanning area is, the more power it requires. Select the finished ore detector and scan the regolith around it. You need to find the nearest deposits to install extractors on them. Important, using the detector consumes battery charge. The larger the scanning area, the more battery charge is consumed. Remember this, and don't leave your base without electricity. Director, I consider it my duty to remind you that lunar research is divided into three main fields: fundamental, engineering, and social. Each laboratory is capable of conducting independent research, but studying certain technologies may require the cooperation of multiple fields. All available research is grouped into three main directions: fundamental, engineering, and social. Fundamental research is responsible for logistics and communication with other organizations, as well as drone improvements. Engineering research helps develop mining and production. Social research ensures that colonists at the base live and work comfortably. Some research requires multiple types of science points at once. You can assign tasks in different sections, and then the research plan will be conducted in parallel. The speed of research depends on your science points income. You can always rearrange your research to actualize the priorities for your current goals.
Research complete. Research complete. Research complete.
Halfway there, but we still need a landing platform. The sooner we finish building it, the sooner we can make money.
Research complete. Research complete.
Everything is ready for trading. Now select Market at the top of the screen. You can not only sell missing resources, but also, if you select an available resource on the left side of the screen, you'll see the fluctuations and its cost on the right side. To send a resource for sale, select the appropriate option in the bottom right corner of the screen. Director, you should carefully monitor supply and demand. The more resources of a specific type you put on the market, the lower their price will be.
Research complete. Research complete. Research complete. Research complete.
Hell, that was word from my wife that she has successfully recaptured my dog, who I guess got away while she was walking him. Which, while I'm making light of that right now, is actually somewhat concerning. So, something that had me freaked out. So, please do not think that just because I am relaxed at the moment, I would not freak out if my dog were not well taken care of. Okay, and it's daylight, so let's take a look and see what we have up here.
Objective achieved.
Yep, titanium. That's good.
Great job. Now build a components factory and supply it with titanium and steel. I'm sure, Director, this will be an easy task for you.
Okay.
Research complete.
Pause it. Let's take a look here.
Director,
Cool.
here's the latest news regarding contracts. To resume shipments to Earth, we'll need to restore communication and significantly expand production. If we manage this in the near term, I'll negotiate an extremely lucrative contract with the aerospace company FASM. They've lost their supplier and are willing to pay generously for an urgent order. I'm still looking into the matter, but be prepared to devote all resources to this effort if you want to maximize the benefits. I'll return as soon as new information becomes available.
Okay. Social. Let's start building that. Okay, yes, it's still paused, but I might as well get all my construction out of the way while while we have it on pause. Let's see, do I want to go left or right? Go this way. So again, there we go. Sweet spot. We need to free up some room here. So we get that knocked out. Start with a wiggle. That goes into a smelter. And put everything there. And now for power. Okay, let's start it. That's a pretty straightforward process right there. We'll build titanium. Now I just need to find some aluminum. Define what it's going to be doing, don't I? Okay.
Research complete.
Pause it. Let's go look at the research. Oh, the rolling mill. Cool. So, orange, engineering. Gonna be needing them. Okay, now here's where we get a little on the fun side. The rolling mill gives us titanium plates, which we kind of need. Okay, let's get it running again. And wasting science points. Let's go take a look
Research
at that.
complete.
Pause it again. Drone upgrade. That's good. It's probably about 3 days, 2 days. Yeah. special. So, concrete is lagging behind steel significantly. This fit there? No, and it won't fit there either. This is gonna suck. Okay, let's get this going. Okay.
Research complete.
Set this up like that. And simply down like that. And then power. There. And then up like that. Okay. Pause, research, food cultivation. Okay. Well, that's already almost done, so. Oh gosh, let's go ahead and get the CPU data out of the way. Okay. Is it day or night? Just going into night. Here's the ice. So, I want a lot more concrete before I do that. Okay, now full.
Research complete.
Okay. So, we got more solar panels. So I don't think I ever got to 100% from battery, which is a shame. Wired up. Okay, so should be better prepared for tomorrow. Pause it for the research. That would be the single bed, which I expected. Okay. That is going to be about 10 days. That is more than 10 days. That's right around 10 days. I'm just going to go ahead and throw on this because I know I need it. And I think we will call it there for the night, or for the day, or at least for now. So, thank you for joining me for my first dip back into the Crust, and I will see you all later.